Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. Don't call your money ambitions a dream. Call them a plan. This is very important. That's very, very important. See, this is coming from a self-admitted dreamer. I've been called a dreamer like several times in my life and everything. But I'm gonna tell you what, and I saw something interesting, and I forgot where I saw it recently too, just that quick, but the idea just hit me quick. It was like, don't call your money ambitions a dream, or how much money you want to make. Don't say that's a dream. Call them a plan. This is what I mean when I say this, because I understood their meaning and I'm just adding my meaning now, right? When you call your money ambitions a dream, a lot of people want to make $1 million. A lot of people want to make a lot of money, whatever they want to make, from 6 figures to 9 figures. People want to make it, and they'll have a dream and everything. They'll have an idea. Okay, fine, you have a dream, you have a thought, but you got to go beyond that. You have to go beyond that to really make it. Call them a plan. This is your plan to make $1 million. This is your plan to have this business going. This is your plan, not your dream. See, a lot of times when people dream, that's just it. It's just a dream. And sometimes you'll tell somebody that dream and they'll be like, oh, that's nice. In fact, they will even try to tell you not to do it. They'll try to dissuade you. They'll try to say, oh, that's just a dream and stuff. Nah, well, okay, if you want to make $1 million or whatever you want to make, because people have a different thing, and million, it's cliche to say $1 million. All right, whatever you want to do, what's your plan to get there? Like, you had the thought, and yes, you had that dream, and yes, it's still technically a dream, but then what's your plan to get there? What's your steps? What business you going to get into? What job you going to get into? What's your plan? You got to take it step by step. I don't care what it is. It could be a career. It could be a multi-million-dollar business. All right, what plan, what steps are you taking for it? Because when you call it a plan, then that's when you start thinking, okay, I'm going to do this. I got to get this education. I got to get this certification. I got to save up this amount of money. I got to have this goal, because I talked about that in last week, I believe. And I've talked about it. You gotta have like a financial goal. You gotta have a financial goal. Okay, what's your plan to get to that thing? See, when it's a dream, you might have a dream and I want to be $1 million. I want to have $1 million, and it's nice. Okay, but you just talked about the money. You ain't talk about what you're going to do to get it, right? You ain't talk about that. And even if you have a specific business or career you want to make that money in, it's still just a dream, See, one thing, like I said, I've been called dreamers a lot, but people don't know how much I plan. People don't know how much I'll plan for something, no matter what it is. I'm even moving into this place. People don't know how I was looking at spots a year beforehand. I was looking at places to move a year beforehand. That's the key thing. See, you want to think about it. I was already checking out spots and everything. I was already planning. It wasn't just an idea or a dream, because trust me, if I stayed where I was, oh shoot, I would have had a lot of extra money. I would have had a lot of extra money and stuff. But I was like, ain't a good place, so I already started planning. See, it was a dream. The dream is an idea. Okay, you have that idea, you have that thought, but then you need to make that thought a reality. That's when you start planning. See, think about something like this. Think about it like this. I record these videos in the morning. I woke up roughly an hour ago. I had I had some dreams. I had some deep dreams. I be having action adventures in the dreams, but they just that, dreams. I gotta get up and deal with stuff in the real world. Or when you have that idea, you're sitting around thinking, oh, that'd be a great thing to do, or I want to write this book or something. That's still just a dream. Now, when you start writing the book, you start doing research for the book, or maybe even take some classes on how to write. Okay, that's when it's a plan. So like whatever you want to do, like you want to make that $1 million or you just want that independent business, whatever you want to do. Okay, what's your plan to get there? What's your plan? What is, if you're selling a product, okay, fine. All right, what are you going to do to create that product? How much time you get into it? How you going to set up your business? Where are you going to work from? You got to think about all those little things. Where are you going to sell the product at? What stores might carry the product? What places, maybe a vending market or something, you can sell the product. You got to think about all of that. All of those are plans. And what I would say is write down the plan. Unless you're smart enough just to keep your plan in your head, that's cool too. But whatever the case, make sure you have it and you follow it. Say, okay, I got to do this to get this, to make this dream come true, this money ambition come true. I have a plan. So, don't even call it a dream. Say, okay, these are my plans. These are my plans. All right, here's my plan to conquer the world. No, I'm just, halfway joking. Got a plan for that though. It's actually been working. Anyway. Yeah, I know I'm making some people scramble now. Anyway, but when you have that plan, you have goals, you have a timeline. You say, okay, I need to have this by this time. I need to have this and that. And see, here's the important thing of having a plan anyway. Stuff is going to come up. I've said it several times before, and I'll probably say it several times more. Success is not a straight line. You're going to have a detour and everything. But what success is it's like a roadmap. It's like a roadmap. You can say, no matter what, you can stay on top of something. You can stay on top of what you have to do, okay? Right? You can stay on top of it. Yeah, I had to fix this. Yeah, controlling the camera. That was part of a plan too. Anyway, right? You want to have a plan for everything. Okay, say you keep it small. You want to leave your full-time job and you want to get on your business. You can't just dream and say, oh, I love to work on my business full-time. That's a dream of mine. No, call it a plan. Because when you call it a plan, then you can write out stuff. You can have stuff and say, okay, I need to save this much money. I need to have this going. I need to deal with these bills. You maybe even have to live someplace. I've seen some people, and you might have to do 1,000 things, but it's part of the plan. Then once you accomplish one part of it, then you move on to the next plan. It's a roadmap, because when you say it's just a dream or something, well, it's like some dreams we have. I've said I've had some action adventure dreams, but a lot of times I might not remember exactly what happened in the dream, an hour after I got out of bed. I know some people will say, well, just write down the dream. No, don't be smart now. Understand what I'm saying, right? You want to have that plan to make it to a certain point, all right? Call it a plan, then you create something. You create a roadmap to get to where you want to get as far as your money ambitions, all right? Because then that's more solid, that's more concrete. Dreams can disappear, because when life happens, you might forget that dream. But see, a plan, especially when you have it written down, you stick on that plan no matter what, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. You know the deal. Let's go make that money.